Hi friends, welcome to another spooky story time with Miss B. Tonight's spooky story is the Big Pumpkin. This one's my favorite Halloween story. It is about friendship and Halloween and lots of characters that you would see around Halloween time. And of course, these big orange round vegetables, pumpkins. This one's about a big pumpkin. The story is by Erica Silverman and the illustrations are by S.D. Schindler. Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie. So she planted a pumpkin seed and she weeded and watered, and after a while a sprout poked through, and then a pumpkin grew. And it grew and it grew, and then it grew some more. Soon Halloween was just hours away. The witch thought about the pumpkin pie and bent down to take her pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. "Drat!" said the witch. Just then, along came a ghost. "Big pumpkin," said the ghost. "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away," said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. "I'm bigger than you and stronger too," boasted the ghost. "Let me try." Said the witch. But she thought about pumpkin pie, so she stepped aside. The ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled harder and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. "Drat!" said the ghost. Just then along came a vampire. "Big pumpkin," said the vampire. "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away," said the witch. "I'm bigger than both of you and stronger too," boasted the vampire. "Let me try." Said the witch. Said the ghost. But they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. "Drut!" said the vampire. Just then along came a mummy. "Big pumpkin," said the mummy. "It's big and it's mine and it's stuck on the vine and Halloween's just hours away," said the witch. "I am bigger than all of you and stronger too," boasted the mummy. "Let me try." Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. But they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The mummy bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. "Drat!" said the mummy. Just then along came a bat. "Big pumpkin," said the bat. The witch didn't even say a word. She just looked at the ghost and rolled her eyes. They all looked at and the ghost looked at the vampire. The vampire looked at the mummy, and they all looked at the little bat and started to laugh. I may not be big and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. And the bat told them what to do. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. And said the mummy. They look very amused. Ready, set, pull, called the bat. The bat pulled the mummy pulled the vampire pulled the ghost pulled the witch, and the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled and they tugged and they pulled. First they pulled hard and then they pulled harder and snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat! Said the witch. Whoosh! It flew and it flew and it flew. Thud. It landed on top of a hill and thump, bump, thump, bump, thump, bump, thump, bump. It bounced all the way down to the witch's house. And when it got to her door, that pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat! Shouted the witch, and she hurried inside to make pumpkin pie. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun party, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. Drat, said the witch, as she watched them all leave. Then she went right out and planted another pumpkin seed. The end. Like we always say, sharing is caring, and what a great way to make friends, but to have them help out and serve them pumpkin pie when you're all done. I hope you enjoyed my story. See you next time.